What's up, guys? This is IEFNC coming at you with a how-to video. So I've been asked a few times if I can show people how I rig up my my mini jigs and stuff like that. So this is gonna be a quick video on how to do that. So what you're gonna need is obviously your line that's going back to your rod, whether it be your main line that's either mono or floral or copolymer or tripolymer, or if it's just your leader that's a fluorocarbon. But you're gonna want to tie this onto that and not directly to your braid. You're gonna want your line, and on your line you're gonna tie one of these little snap swivels. I believe this is size 1, but you typically want a size 0 or a 00. I think they make smaller ones, but you don't want them too big. But you're gonna tie your favorite knot on here. I typically like tying a clinch knot. Another one of my favorites is a polymer knot, but I don't know, for some reason when with such a small line, which I normally use, this is bigger than normal. This is a 40-pound test line, but on my setups I usually have a 3-pound leader or 4-pound test line, and for some reason I just have more difficulty doing like a polymer knot on these, so I typically do a clinch knot. That's what I like to do. So you're gonna do your favorite knot, tie your swivel. Okay, after you've tied your knot to your snap, I'm sorry if I've called it a snap. I'm sorry if I called it a swivel. It's not a swivel, it's a snap. You're gonna obviously cut your tag in. It doesn't have to be perfect or really close, but just make it a little bit cleaner. After you clean that up, you're gonna put your whatever size lead you're using. This is a size 32 from the lead plug. All my jig heads and all my tube leads are from the lead plug, so shout out to you, my boy, appreciate it. Let me verify. Yeah, it's a size 32. I keep 32s, 40s. He offers them size 40s, 64s, and then also 20s. So this is a size 32. So you're gonna feed your lead through a little hole of the snap. Not the hole, I'm sorry. The little arm of the snap that you unsnapped right here. That little arm. You're gonna feed it through that. And then you're gonna close your snap, lock it in place so that it doesn't escape. So once you're done that, you're gonna grab whatever jig you want. These are jigs from ET's Custom Baits. Shout out to you. And you're gonna see where the little eye comes off of your bait, comes off of your lead, and you're gonna try to get the correct you're gonna try to puncture a hole in the area that eye is gonna come out of. So see, you're not gonna make a hole right on the tip, because the little eye of the lead, if you can't see it, isn't coming straight off of the tip of the lead. It's a little bit off. So you're gonna get this is how I do it. And get your hook and estimate where that little eye is gonna come out, You're gonna puncture a hole, and you're gonna feed your jig all the way until the hook pops out by the skirt, by the skirt. And then you're gonna push this, the jig, and hold the hook. I like holding the hook, and you're just gonna feed the jig all the way through, pop it over the head, and there you go. You got your jig nicely in there. You got your hook exposed and done. I know there's people that like feeding it backwards, where you feed the eye of the hook here first, through the skirt, through the bottom end, and then poke the hole out here. It's all personal preference. I don't care, because at the end of the day, like, why I use a snap is so I can switch between different baits. So if I want to switch between a jig to a minnow, I can just sun snap it, take it off, and then feed my minnow, and then I'm good to go. Or if I want to throw a spoon, same thing, take off the jig and then feed the spoon through the snap, close it up, and I can start fishing right away. Now if I'm just switching between different color jigs, the easiest thing to do would be feed it back through that little hole we made. Pull it, push it through. And then you'd get your new jig. Make a new little hole. Push it through. Work your jig until it goes over the head of the lead. And you're good to go. And you got a new color. And you're able to fish it now. Quick and easy. Simple and fast. And that's how you do it. The other thing is also, this comes in handy with switching out the lead heads. If you want to go a little bit lighter to give it a more a slower fall in the water column, you can easily snap this out. Grab a smaller this is 64, a smaller lead, tube lead. Put it in there, and then put your jig over the same process, and you're good to go. This is why I like tying a snap as opposed to just tying directly the lead to the line. It just makes it easier. I've had no issues with hooking up fishes this way. So I mean, just do whatever works for you. This is what I do. This is what works for me. And sometimes, you know, like I said, the fish don't want to bite on mini jigs. They want to bite on a minnow. Or maybe I go jigs and then minnow, and they don't want to bite on jigs or minnow, so I gotta go switch to a spoon. And it's just quicker for me. I mean, like I said, whatever helps put fish on the bank for you. But yeah, leave a comment below. Any questions, any more tips you guys want to do, just let me know. If you want any more how-to videos, just leave a comment below, and I'll be sure to hit you back up or post a video. I'm sorry this one took forever because I can't find my phone stand. That's where I normally shoot my how-to videos. I don't use my GoPro, but I couldn't find my phone stand, so I had to use my GoPro. And so this is what I'm using now. So I'm sorry, I apologize for such a late post of this video that was requested, but hopefully it helps. It's answers any questions you may have had. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out the content, like always, for the subscriptions, for the likes, the comments, for sharing it to your friends. I appreciate all of that. All right, guys, tight lines. God bless.